Relieved from our end, I think. A little bit frustrated maybe that we didn't quite give a full account of ourselves. But yeah, we're relieved to have gotten through. I thought the players, showed good composure when it's 18 all and it's in the balance. It's because it turns into a different type of game. Like the way you think the game is going to play out and the way you plan for it, it's sort of out the window, and it's this real cup rugby then that last 10-15 minutes. So it was pleasing the way we, I suppose, stuck at it. We get the penalty to go in front, and we were okay. I thought we looked in reasonable control. Even the last 5 minutes where we hold possession well and take us through a lot of phases all the way up to the try line, and then just managed to get the ball off. And we don't need to get too clever at that stage. It's about getting through to the next round. So I think we're relieved to be through because Ulster had some chances, as I'm sure you guys saw. So it is what it is. We weren't at our best. Yeah, because we were never really in front. I think we were in front once, was it? And then you give away a penalty almost straight away, and Ulster back in front. So we're always having to chase the game. From literally so early when we have that charge down, Ulster get 7 points, and so we're never in that situation where we're the ones that are not having to force the game. Whereas we can play a bit more pressure on Ulster. And, once Ulster had the lead, they were able to play that pressure game on us, and we didn't respond particularly well, I didn't think, to it. But ultimately, we got the job done. So it's pleasing on one hand, but frustrating on the other. And we're realistic as to where we are at the moment. There's a couple of guys who'll come back into the selection mix over the next few weeks as well, which adds to that competition that we'll need. But you can see how full on these games are. It's a great reflection, I think, on everyone that's involved. So players from both teams, both sets of supporters. He's a great advert for what's good about Irish rugby, which is a provincial rivalry, two teams going hard out. We talked about all the threats that they have. Could see a big, strong physical presence. McCluskey in the middle of the field gives them go forward, good direction. We even talked about Stockdale going up the left-hand side of the field or chipping the ball over the top where he gathered, and he did that as well. After that, so it all played out like what we talked about. Some of the threats that they have, how they stick in the game, how dogged they are, they make the games close, and they've been winning all those close games. And that's a testament to our guys, so that we won a close game when it was close, because they get a lot of confidence, I think, when the game is close, because they've had so many of those during the course of the year, more than we've had. So they've been in that scenario quite a bit, and that's why I was pleased with particularly that last passage of play where we just snuff out the threat, manage possession well, and do what we need to do to get the job done, because it's not that pretty, but ultimately it's effective enough to win the game. And sometimes when you're playing these finals games, that's what it's all about. It's just getting the job done. We saw it in Bilbao last year against Racing. The game doesn't unfold the way we think it's going to be. We think we're heading to Bilbao and it's be 25 degrees, but it's wet. It's the conditions. It's difficult, and sometimes you got to play the game, play the day, and be able to adapt on the day. And like the plan that you have during the week about X, Y, and Z plays don't always play out like that. So that adaptability piece is important for us. The squad is going to be so important. We have a huge game next week against Treviso where we'll probably make a lot of changes. So it's going to be a great opportunity for a lot of our guys to showcase what they can do back at the RDS, and hopefully we get a big crowd. I thought the crowd today was amazing. Like the drive into the ground where you see all the flags, lots of Leinster flags, quite a few Ulster ones as well. And then you come into the stadium and then you see the teams run out. Like it's, they're amazing games. We played in some of these games before. We talked about Ulster and how they raided Thomond Park back in 2012, where most people would expect Munster to win. Some of the games that Leinster have had versus Munster as well. Our game against Ulster, and they've been like amazing occasions, all of them. So on their own, for their own individual merits. But we're relieved to get through. It was, as I said, not vintage, but we're through. But the next couple of weeks are very important for us as well, because we need to try and build more cohesion in our game. And as I said, it's going to be a great opportunity for a lot of guys to play next week and then the week after, because we're reassessing selection all the time. So it's important that our guys understand that, the importance of these games. It's not like we're just trying to trudge our way through now. We know we're in 2 semi-finals, but it's about how do we build the cohesion and our levels of performance. So when it comes to the 2 semi-finals, we give probably a better account of ourselves than we did today. You know, some of that's obviously down to Ulster, but some of it's in our own control as well.